What's up, y'all? It's BoxingMindTv on with another one. I wanted to talk to y'all about the Abdullah Mason versus Abdullah fight. It was a good fight to watch because of the fact too, they didn't have months of training for each other. When they sparred with each other, they have experience sparring with each other, but sparring and fighting is totally different. It's you know, you have a feel for the person, but in sparring, you know, people glorify sparring, but in sparring, you're supposed to be working on something. So if you get off on somebody in sparring, it doesn't mean you're gonna get off with them in a real fight when they doing what they know they could do best, you know. So I was intrigued by this fight with them knowing each other and not be able to prepare fully for each other. But it was a great fight. You gotta give Abdullah credit. He was down on the cards. Not down in the cards, but he was down to me in the fight. Because in the cards, they had him up by the end of the fight, but he was down early. Like, he was losing the first half of the fight. I think he lost the first half of the fight. He probably was down. To me, it was like 4-2. I feel like 4-2. And then the second, like by 6th round, 7th round, he started picking up, putting the pressure on, and figuring out, you know, the change the game up on Abdullah, going to the body, hitting them up top when it was open. But Abdullah, gotta give Abdullah credit though. He was countering Abdullah with that right hand, countering him, catching when he coming in, using his length and size on Abdullah really well. You know, it was a great fight, and he had some good footwork too. You know, when Abdullah would change angles, he would change with him. I remember one round he was just changing with him, pivoting, cutting it. You know what I'm saying? Going around him. It was real good. It was real technical. You know, in there, you know, but Abdullah kept bringing the pressure on, and you have to give Abdullah credit because he was putting the pressure on. He was getting countered at times. He was landing his shots at times, the body shots on Abdullah, but he was what he had to give credit to Abdullah was he never gave up. He kept pressing the attack the whole fight, and he kept the same pace. His pace never changed up as he was making the adjustments. So putting that mental pressure on Abdullah and making the fight happen the way it did, you got to give him credit. And then in the 12th round, he had a Terence Crawford moment, like the same Terence Crawford moment that Crawford had against Sean Porter. They told him he was down on the cards, came out the next round and knocked him down. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching the fight and I was saying, like, this could be a draw. But I said that Mason just needed a fucking knockdown, and then he'll have